What if you could play GunGame with the Steam controller and actually win? Well, let's see what happens, because here we are in GunGame, or rather what they call Arms Race in CSGO, and well, there we go, the first opening kill, followed by a second kill. Look at that, plastered them like a pasta being thrown on the ceiling, and it stuck, but I got a headshot on him on the floor. But look at the close-up view. You're lucky that I'm wearing trousers, because quite frankly, if I wasn't, this would clearly be the highest rated video on, well, I won't say the website name, but it starts with a P and has a second word beginning with a H. It would be what all the men and women would be after. Steam controller, arms race, nudity. That's what people want. But look at this, we're ploughing ahead, we're still in the lead, and one thing to note with the Steam controller is I found myself putting it so that the gyro is always on. We don't need to touch the right pad anymore for the gyro to work. This has the slight disadvantage that sometimes when you're spinning, you counteract it a bit with the gyro, but it has the advantage that the gyro is always on, so you could just wiggle the controller to get the cursor to go where you want it to, and on balance it kind of works. The only other setting that I think I need to improve is that the cursor tends to go down a bit too much at the moment, so I'm shooting people in the groin rather than in the face. And as everyone knows in combat, you need to be shooting people in the face, not the groin. That's what they train in the Special Forces. There's a terrorist, and in the groin again. Maybe that's my character's special, but we've lost first place and we're now in second place, but we're chugging on through and getting through the weapons. Of course, in Arms Race, the key is to get ahead early so that you sort of get through the more powerful weapons, then gank the people that are using the terrible weapons, giving you a chance to stay ahead when you inevitably get to the absolutely useless water pistol weapons and then the knife. But we're back in the lead, and then we've been chugged down straight away. They're dropped like a mini off the cliffs of Dover. But it's okay. We're keeping our spirits up. But as you can see here, look, I could twitch the controller left and right pretty fast, and I'm still getting to grips with the D-pad. Actually, that's one thing that I definitely think is really tricky with the Steam controller. Is if you use a keyboard and mouse, you get really used to using the WAS and D, and of course I'm using a mechanical keyboard normally, so nothing will beat that clicky feel. And the analog joystick, even setting the dead zone small on it like we've done in the config, doesn't really emulate that keyboard feel. It certainly seems to be taking a long time to build up a muscle memory to intuitively strafe whilst aiming with the gyro and the touchpad. It's taken a bit of a while to come together. Look at that shotgun shot on the stairs, and taken out from a distance. Now, of course, GunGame or Arms Race, as they call it in CSGO, is it's not exactly. It doesn't require the most amount of skill in terms of raw accuracy. It's a bit of a spam fest, and of course, the people playing Arms Race typically aren't the highest skilled CSGO players, but look at that shotgun skill. The close range weapons coming into their own with the Steam controller. The point is with this video though is that joining a public game with sort of average people in a game like CSGO, which does still require a reasonable amount of accuracy even in the newbie modes, and being able to lead for most of it is pretty damn impressive, considering I'm probably the only person in this game playing with the Steam controller. Everyone else will be playing with mice and keyboards. They're probably drunk based on the time that it is. But look at that AWP shot. Here we go. We're going to get another one. Look to the right. A bit slow there. A bit slow to react. And then shot in the chest that time. A bit higher than the groin. We're moving up. We're adjusting. And look at that. Shot in the back. In the buttock. To the groin. As long as it gets to the groin eventually, that's the way. And this is interesting with the machine gun. One thing I have found with the Steam controller and the gyro is actually controlling recoil is on a par with a mouse, because you can just tip the controller down gradually. It doesn't seem to matter if you're using a gun that requires a little bit of recoil control, so you move the controller a tiny bit, or the machine gun where you need to move it a lot. With a mouse, if you have to move the recoil a lot, it's actually quite tricky. I always found that quite hard, but with the Steam controller, moving down whilst aiming left and right seems to be actually easier than a mouse. That's probably the one thing, the only thing that the Steam controller beats a mouse and keyboard with. Look at that, fast reactions. We knew he was there. Rotated around, slapped him in the face with a fish of a pistol bullet, and it took him down. We're going to chase after this guy, and unfortunately had the shotgun. Never chase after someone that's got a shotgun. That's the lesson of this video. Pistol accuracy there. We are getting quite a few good long shots though, you know. I'm pretty impressed with my play in this video. And we're still leading. Although we've got 2 HP here. Oh, we get a kill. Cheeky one. Cheeky number 2. All with 2 or 3 HP. That's all you need with the Tech 9. A bit of spam. And you win with it. Look at this. We'll get him eventually. Economy firing, not really my strong point. Now, I like to cause my country that's funding my bullets to go bankrupt through overuse of bullets, but that's okay. It's not real. There's a guy. He's trying to camp in our spawn, a valiant strategy, but our team seems to be cotton onto it, and it's not going to work for him for the rest of the game. I think he's overused that strategy a bit too much. We've been taking it down again, but we're still in first place, and I think we've got 1 or 2 more guns to go. Oh, I got the kill and was shot in the back. There we go, look at this. Sneaky bugger. And I'm missing, shooting his backpack, and in the buttock. Dead. Onto the knife. We're going to go charging down the right-hand side. Now, with the knife, generally you want to get into a position where you can jump down and stab people in the back, because obviously if you're facing people's face on, they're just going to stop you like that. So here we go, up the stairs, walk into the stairs, as I say, trying to master the movement a bit there, not too good at that. Aerial stab, look at that, and that's it. I think we might have been the first, that little bit of shake of joy there with the steering wheel, we might be the first person ever in the world to win a game of arms race with a Steam controller. Not the best achievement in life, but you know, it's an achievement. But I hope that video gives you an idea of what is possible with the Steam controller, beating people that probably play with a mouse and keyboard. Imagine what would happen if you could plug a Steam controller into an Xbox and you were to play console shooters online. You would absolutely destroy everyone. But thanks for watching this video. I hope it was enjoyable, informative and life-changing. If you did, of course, click the subscribe button. Check out our link and follow us on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter and everything else. They're in the video description. And, well, we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.